think of space as being a vacuum, and about the only thing I learned and remembered in high school chemistry was the words of the teacher who said, well, she said two things I remember, and this is one of them. A vacuum doesn't do anything. And just remember that, a vacuum doesn't do anything. So if all this gas is out in space, in a vacuum, a near vacuum, it doesn't disperse, because a vacuum is powerless. It's not the driving force. A vacuum is a low pressure area, and the pressure area falls into that vacuum. So it's not the vacuum doing anything. A vacuum doesn't do anything, so a cloud of hydrogen gas in space would tend to do what? Would it disperse, or would it condense? I believe it condenses, because a vacuum doesn't do anything. Gravity, attractive forces do everything. Gravity, gravity, gravity. Attractive forces do everything. Attractive forces do everything. Gravity. Attractive forces do everything. And it is, and it does what it does. That's all we can say about gravity, except that the influence of gravity is proportional to the mass and the distance separating two masses that are attracted by gravity. Distance is a factor, and the amount of mass is a factor. The sun has a tremendous amount of mass. It is 99% of the mass of the solar system. The planets are nothing. The planets are nothing. 99% of the mass of our solar system is the sun. It would exert a huge gravitational pull on anything out there. It would draw it in. Whatever it is, it's going to be drawn toward the sun. It would exert a huge gravitational pull on anything out there, anything out there, anything out there, out there, on anything out there. 99% of the mass of our solar system is the sun. It would exert a huge gravitational pull on anything out there. It would draw it in. Whatever it is, it's going to be drawn toward the sun. So what is out there? What is out there? Clumps of condensing interstellar medium. Clumps. Various size clouds of condensing hydrogen gas. What is the sun fueled by? Hydrogen gas. Oh, but this hydrogen gas is far away and is not very massive. How can it ever reach the sun? The pull is so faint. Well, the gas is condensing around itself, forming clumps. The sun is not motionless. The sun is not stationary. The sun is moving, and it's moving toward and through a cloud of condensing interstellar material. How can how does roadkill happen? The automobile is moving toward the unfortunate animal and splat. Now, if the automobile was parked in a parking lot somewhere like you suppose it is, and it's not, the sun is not parked. The sun is on a highway, and it's going fast, and it's massive, and it is colliding with clumps of condensing interstellar medium, mainly hydrogen. And the sun's outgoing solar wind and the sun's electromagnetic field has little or no effect on this hydrogen out there. Our sun, because of its size, is continually being refueled. It could, as long as there's gas out there, and so long as it stays on the highway, moving toward these gas stations, it will be refueled, and it'll last a good long time until the gas stations run out of gas, because the sun is plowing through this nebula of condensing gas. And sometimes it passes through a little clump, and sometimes a massive clump. And this happens not in the course of millennia, it happens in the matter of hours, or days, or months, or years, or centuries. And this fuel, I theorize, has a slight effect on the sun's brightness. There are other things that affect the sun's brightness. Nobody has any idea what all these things are. This is one possibility. The sun is not parked in a parking lot. The sun is an automobile going somewhere, and it is colliding with clumps of condensing hydrogen gas, the same material that originally formed the sun.